So it's Christmas morning. You just unwrapped the brand new Madden 26. You're hyped. But now what? Maybe you pop it in and play a quick game against a family member. Or you jump online against some kid who swears he's going pro, kicks your ass, you realize you kind of suck, and suddenly you don't feel like playing anymore. But before you turn off that console, let me ask you a few questions. Are you a football fan? Do you have a favorite football team? Do they currently suck? And deep down, do you think you can do a better job than that current coach or owner? If you answered yes to any of those, let me tell you a little something about Madden franchise rebuilds. This is the gift that keeps on giving all year long, or at least until the next Madden drops. Because if your favorite team is terrible, you don't have to suffer anymore. You take control, you build the roster, you make the trades, you draft the next superstar, and turn that franchise into a dynasty so dominant it makes Chiefs and Eagles fans jealous. And if you're thinking, all right, but how do I actually do this? Don't worry, I got you. And real quick, if this sounds like your kind of Madden content, hit that like button, subscribe, and stick around because franchise rebuilds are exactly what we do here. Now, let's start with the basics. There are a couple main ways you can rebuild a franchise in Madden. First, there's what we call the quick sim rebuild, where you jump week to week or even simulate half or full seasons at a time, focusing mostly on roster moves, drafts, and long term strategy. Then, if you want a slower, more hands on experience, there's the slow sim rebuild where you watch every single game play out in a CPU versus CPU simulation, and you get to really see your team's progress unfold. So let me show you how to get both of these rebuilds styled started and help you turn that Christmas gift into your own personal Madden dynasty. So how do we even start our franchise? Well, easy enough. There's a tab. You can go down here. It says franchise. We're going to click on that. We're going to enter in here. It's going to do a little bit of a loading screen. As you can see, I have many other leagues. Create a new league. Now you can do online by yourself, or you can invite friends or join a league. We have leagues where people do online rebuilds. You can find those. I prefer to play solo offline. Now, the one thing that's good about playing online is you can set your. They have it set to this point in the season where you can start from right now. So your team, they suck. They have the record that they fit into. But I prefer still to do it offline. You want to go to roster file default or creation sender roster. This is the best one to start with. If you got some time on your hands, I suggest that you go through
Choose
the
which
schedule.
team you'll begin your franchise with.
Very annoying. I suggest that you go through each week and you set the winners and losers. If you really want a good Madden experience, you do it yourself and you play offline. I think offline franchise is the best way to go. All right, what's the worst team in football? Probably the Las Vegas Raiders. So we're going to click on the Raiders here. Now you can pick any different kind of coaches. You can do a creative coach that's based around offensive guru, defensive genius, developmental wizard, master motivator. This one's new. This is John Madden's. If you're on the Raiders, you can pick this where you play as John Madden and kind of get some other coaching abilities and stuff. Or you can just do the coach that's on the team currently, and then you generally have already
The menu
coach
on the
abilities.
left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise. In the
This is
preseason,
embarrassing.
the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
You're going to have to deal with this. This is embarrassing. I should have turned this off. Anyway, you can do a starting point. Now, if I'm starting a new season, I like to do from the preseason so I can kind of get things going. Or you can jump right to regular season. You don't have to go through all that. As far as settings go, this is for quick sim. I leave it on all Madden. This doesn't matter, but I still always set it. Anytime you quick sim, it just does it at 15 minutes. But I always just set it and do that. You want to go down here. You want to turn off tutorial pop-ups so that guy's voice doesn't interrupt me. Now I like to go and do this when I set up the league. I'm going to turn off practice injury, and pre-existing injury. Now if you want a more realistic approach, you can do pre-existing injury, and players that are currently injured are going to be starting your league injured. That's up to you. If you pre-ordered this, you get 200 coaching points, but I'm guessing most of you didn't, which, it's all right. And I'm going to turn off autofill roster. And everything else I'm just going to leave the same. And we're going to start the preseason here. You see, I got 200 coaching points because I bought this game preseason. So, pre-sale, whatever. All right, we're here with the Raiders. Cool, right? Go down to your team. You can set your depth charts, right? You can go and edit your players if you want. Like if I'm doing this, like Geno Smith, he's a risk taker. Well, I'm gonna remove that because he's gonna throw too many interceptions. I want him to throw away. He doesn't take so many sacks. Maybe he's only 71 overall, so I want to make him do a quick clock so he runs after making the first read. Because if he sits in the pocket too long, he's gonna take too many sacks. I might want up and over because he doesn't have the greatest throw power. Whatever, you can edit your guy. We got plenty of stuff where we talk about that. Go through cut players we don't want, and then you can go to free agents, pick up players. We can pick up the feet tickler himself, Christian Wilkins, put him back on this team, and then we can even make trades. When you go to the trade center, you can look for guys on the trade block that teams have up, trade for them, or you can do Trade Finder where I'm gonna actually trade Max Crosby in real life and see if I can get 20 picks from the Vikings, whatever you want to do. So that's how you can build your team. Now let's talk about what quick simming is. So all right, that's pretty easy. You did all your strategy as well. You locked in your loadout. You can click on these and change your coach abilities, play sheets. Now you don't have to worry too much about these. You can let the CPU kind of set them for you. You can confirm the loadout. You can do mini games here where you upgrade your players little by little. You can do that, or you don't have to. It doesn't matter. Players build pretty quickly in Madden 26 this year. You're going to simulate the training. You also want to monitor, but the CPU does it for you too. Your players' health, so they're not, practicing when they're really tired and banged up and they get injured. Then you want to go to upgrade players because usually you have that, and you can. All right, well, look, Geno Smith, he got an upgrade point. I like Field General. He's already up to a 72, and that's kind of funny because he's 34, so that's not good. But anyway, you can also upgrade everybody and let Madden do it for you. Now here's Quick Sim. We go down to Advance the Week. This is what you're going to do. You're just going to hit next week, and that's it. And you're going to see if you won or not. This is what most people do. This is the fastest way to do it. We got 285 XP for our coach. We lost in the preseason 13-10. And people are just going to go and do this every week for seasons on seasons and adjust their team every week with strategy, trades, moving players in and out of position, and that's how you rebuild. And if you don't want to do the preseason, you can jump ahead, sim to regular season, and it's going to make all the player moves for you, so you can quickly jump faster. You go at the speed you want to. I personally like to go week to week. If you want to, see how it's really done, like I said, like and subscribe here, or you can go watch a guy do it and entertain you, like C4. He's a Madden content creator. He does Madden rebuilds. You can kind of get a good idea of how to do a Madden rebuild based off what he does. So now we jump to the regular season, and say I did my weekly strategies, upgrade my players, I got my team set, I traded for everyone I wanted, and now I'm going to advance 1 week and see what we got. And it takes a little bit of a minute, and look at this. We won an actual game against the Patriots. How about that? You can go over here and look at how we did. Go to your team schedule. This is always fun. I like to do this after every game I simulate. Geno Smith, 296 yards, a touchdown, an interception. Genty had almost 100 yards rushing. So did Zamir White. He had a rushing touchdown. Tucker did well. Lockett, Brock Bowers. You can look at the defense. got a couple. No, we got 4 sacks and no interceptions. That's great. All right, so you want to go faster than that? Well, that's cool. So you can go down here, sim to mid-season. That'll jump you about 8 or 9 games. Click that. This is going to take a little bit of a minute. So while it does that, I'm going to sip some coffee. No, I'm not. All right, we only did 1 week. What happened here, guys? Sim to mid-season. Yes, thank you. All right, there we go. Now we're simming week 4, week 5. We're going past the mock draft. There you go. Come on, kid. We're there. Jump through all this. And look at that. Now we're at the week 8 bye. What's our record? We are 4-3, amazingly. Look at that. The Raiders are better in Madden than they are in real life. It's probably playbook. Playbook is pretty important. We talk a lot about playbooks here. All right, so we did all that. Let's, go and upgrade a bunch of players. And one thing I will tell you is that Madden franchise load screens are a little long. All right, so we're still not into simming week to week. We want to go even faster. Well, even at week 1 or week 2, you can jump to the playoffs. That'll jump you more than 8 games. It'll give you the whole season. Jump to the playoffs. Let's sim ahead. All right, well, after a promising start of going 4-3, we finished 6-11. So that's kind of how you do. And you need to, you're going to need to make some upgrades. This is why Madden rebuilds are fun. We got mock drafts. These are always fun. Mock draft 5 is very important. Shows you pretty much what the final mock draft is. But this is where you see what players we got come up, prospects. There's a lot more to go into here. This is just a quick overview of the difference of quick sim and slow sim. So anyway, that's how you jump ahead in quick sim. Those are the different styles. So let's get into slow sim. Set up our slow sim league. Now this is where sliders come into play. I'm still doing offline just like I did before, and I personally like to put mine on all Madden. I like 12-minute quarters. This is important. I think all Madden 12-minute quarters, and I like to do a 13-second min clock. Now there's other guys that will give you all pro sliders. That kind of almost make the game play like all Madden. There's different preferences, and there's definitely different people that you can go out there and look for sliders on that. I'm going to turn off the pop-ups. That again, going to turn off injury practice, injury for now. Definitely want to take off pre-existing so we have everybody available. Fill roster. Done. All right, that's all I got to do to set up my slow sim league. All pro. Or all Madden and 12-minute quarters with 13-second runoff. That's what I'm suggesting. If you do 13-minute quarters, the points tend to get a little out of control, and the stats, in my opinion, defense isn't as good. Especially if you're on all pro, I don't think defense is as good. So same thing. We're gonna set up our team. We're gonna set up our depth chart, right? Very important. Who's our quarterback? Who's our running back? And then another thing, these sub packages are very important, especially if you're doing quick sim or slow sim. So we want Genty to be our third down back as well, and our power back. We want him playing all the time. Slot's very important. Who's the slot wide receiver is also very important. Any playbook for the most part. So we got our playbook set. We're ready to play the Patriots. So now what? Do our strategy. Already did all that, and then we're gonna go play season game. We're gonna skip that, right? So we're gonna play the full game. That's what we want to go do. And then at your load screen, just gonna click ready, and we're gonna jump into it.
EA Sports coverage of the
Alright, I'm
National
gonna jump through this
Football
the
League
whole skip. We're
brings
gonna
us
see
to
all
the
this.
Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the foghorn.
Alright, so you want to hit L3.
Football.
Either hit L3 or you can pause it and go to Super Sim. Now you want to hit square for the speed, and you want to go down to slow. And then you're going to go, this is what I do. I like to jump forward, right? And then you go to end of game. Now, if you do an end of game and you're not controlling the team that you're playing as well, at the halfway mark, at halftime, you have to do this again. But if you're on the team you're playing, you don't have to do this. It'll play through for you. Just a little tip there. So we do end of game, right? And then away we go. Look,
with Greg Olsen.
we're
Ready to start year 2
watching
together in the booth.
product we're putting on the field.
And off we go.
Just gotta sit
from
back,
Foxborough.
relax, and you get to watch football Monday, and Wednesday, Saturday.
So here
No
come
more
the
college
Patriots,
football.
and Greg Bear led
In the
by
springtime
their
and the
second-year
summer, we
quarterback,
can watch
the
our
number
team
3
play
overall
at
pick in
any moment we
2024 out of
want.
North
We
Carolina.
can watch 3 games in
It's
one
Drake
day.
May.
Watch
Mike,
one
isn't
game.
there just something
watch morning and
different
night,
about week
midday,
1
at
of
lunch.
the NFL season?
Got
I mean,
you covered,
after
man. This is
months
what
of
I like. Look at
anticipation,
Drake May's
debate,
already throwing down.
speculation, it all gets...
All right, well, there you go. That's the difference between quick sim and slow sim. This is how you rebuild your teams into those dynasties. I'd like to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe so you can get more content on how to rebuild your team successfully. That's what we do here. And Merry Christmas. Again, thanks for watching. And yeah, we'll see you around, hopefully. All right? Enjoy. Peace. By the way, go Eagles. Go Birds!